The god of filmmaking is back with another movie. But is it any good though? Let's find out. Hey, what is up, you guys? Film fan 0599 here again, and today we're going to review Dunkirk. So, Dunkirk stars Philip Whiteman, Mark Rylance, Tom Hardy, Kenneth Branagh, Cillian Murphy, and Harry Styles. And what this film is basically about. It's about when Allied soldiers from Belgium, the British Army, and France basically are surrounded by the German army, and they basically need to survive. They really do. They need to survive or else they're gonna die, basically. So, yeah, what did I think of Dunkirk? Now, Dunkirk, I went to with a lot of expectations because, you know, I'm a huge fan of Christopher Nolan. He's one of my all-time favorite directors. The dude has proven time after time and after time that he can make some great movies. I mean, he's proved it with the Dark Knight trilogy, Memento, Inception, Interstellar. The dude has proven time and time again that he can make a fantastic movie. And the fact that this was going to be a World War II movie, that got me even more excited because I'm a fan of war films. I think war films are really great. So yeah, I was excited to see what he was going to do with this movie, and I gotta say, yeah, it's pretty spectacular. It's pretty great. This movie is pretty amazing. I loved Dunkirk a lot. It's a really fantastic film. Yeah, Dunkirk is definitely an intense, edge-of-your-seat ride that is fantastic. I absolutely loved it. So let's get into my positives with Dunkirk. My positives are, first being the acting. The acting was really good in the movie. I thought everyone did a really solid job in the film. Philip Whiteman, he was really good. I really enjoyed him in the movie. He did a pretty solid job with his performance. Mark Rylance, who I thought gave the best performance in the entire film. He was great. I really enjoyed him in the movie. Tom Hardy was pretty solid as well. He was really good. Kenneth Branagh, he was good too. Cillian Murphy was great as well. And Harry Styles was really good too. So yeah, the acting is really solid in this movie. I thought everyone did a pretty solid job with their performances in the film. Although the movie doesn't really focus on characters all that much because it's really focusing on the event, there still were some pretty good characters that I thought were really good in the movie. I thought the actors did a pretty solid job of playing them. So yeah, the acting was really good. The intense action scenes with this movie. This movie is intense to the bone. It really is. It's an intense, on the edge of your seat thrill ride. It really, really is. Like, I was on the edge of my seat the entire time. It's a movie that starts and never stops. That's basically what it is. It's one of those movies. It might take a break, like, here and there. For the most part, it never stops. Chaos is happening a lot during this movie, and it's really great. It's really intense, really builds suspense to me. Like, Christopher Nolan did a really solid job of really putting you on that battlefield as well. That's what I liked as well. Like, he made you feel like you were on the battlefield. You know, like, because, like, the sound design with it, like, the sound editing, the sound mixing, it was great. Like, when you hear the planes, like, you hear the planes, like, it's just great. Like, he really made you feel like you were on that battlefield with those soldiers, and it was just so fantastic, and it was really intense to watch. Like, it really was. Like, it was really, and for a movie that's PG-13, yeah, he made it really, really intense, because I'm not gonna lie, when I heard, like, this was gonna be PG-13 and not R-rated, I was like, really? Like, but after seeing this movie, like, yeah, they made it that intense for a PG-13 movie. So, yeah, they really did a great job. The movie was really intense, and the action scenes were actually real well filmed as well. So, yeah, they were just really intense, really on the edge of your seat, and yeah, definitely, as a lot of people have said, this is definitely a really intense movie, and it definitely is. Like I said before when I was talking about the actors, the movie doesn't really necessarily focus on characters all that much. But what I liked about this movie is that even though they don't focus on characters really, they don't focus really like on character moments and stuff, they still made me feel something for these characters. You know what I mean? Like, they still, because, you know, they're placed in this really dangerous situation during the war, and you're just like, well, you know, I don't want them to die. Like, I just don't want them to die. Like, and that's what I kind of like about this movie, is that even though it doesn't necessarily focus on characters, there's really necessary, like, character development, I guess you could say, really, but they still make you feel like you're still worried about them because they're placed in this really intense situation during war. And I gotta condone Christopher Nolan for that, because, you know, he just really did a great job of really, not necessarily focusing on characters and still making me feel bad for these characters. Because, if you don't make me really care for a character necessarily when they die or something happens to them, I'm not gonna care. But somehow in this movie, I cared because they're really placed in this really crappy situation during war, and I thought they did a great job with that. Like, I really did. I thought they did a fantastic job with that. So, yeah. The writing is fantastic with the movie. I thought the movie had some really great writing to it. The directing, like I stated, the directing is fantastic. This is definitely one of the best directed films of the year. Christopher Nolan did such a fantastic job directing this film. It's very well shot, very well edited as well. The editing is really great with this movie, and the cinematography is absolutely gorgeous with this film. Like, seriously, the cinematography is beautiful with this movie. I absolutely love the cinematography. Like, it looked absolutely great. So yeah, Christopher Nolan did a really great job directing this movie. Like, it's very well shot. It really is. It's so beautifully directed, this film. I absolutely love Christopher Nolan's directing with this movie. The music is great too. Like, this is definitely some of Hans Zimmer's best stuff to date. Like, he does a really great job of, building tension with the music as well. Like, the music really helps a lot in this movie with the tension, and Hans Zimmer's score is really great with this movie. Like, I really love the music to this film. The music is really great. And the pacing's really good too. The movie's an hour and 46 minutes, and honestly, that was the perfect runtime for this movie. Like, I felt like if it would have went on any longer, I think maybe it could have dragged a bit, but honestly, the hour and 46 minute mark was really good with this movie, and I thought it was honestly perfect, and it really moved at a nice solid pace. Like, I really did. I was very invested in the movie. Like, 100%. I was 100% invested into the film. And yeah, I thought the pacing was really good, honestly. The 1 hour and 46 minute mark really did help with this movie. And I thought, that was the perfect running time for this film. Overall, Dunkirk, I do think, is an incredible movie. It really is. It's definitely one of the best war films out there. I definitely love Dunkirk a lot. You should definitely go check it out. It's definitely some of Christopher Nolan's best work to date. Absolutely loved Dunkirk. So it's time for my official grade on Dunkirk, and my official grade on Dunkirk, without question, is an A+. Definitely this movie deserves an A+. It is a fantastic movie. It's definitely one of the best movies of the year. It's so incredible. If you have not seen this film yet, definitely go check out Dunkirk. It's absolutely phenomenal. I loved Dunkirk a lot. Definitely deserves an A+. So, if you have seen Dunkirk, what did you think of it? Leave in the comment section below. The Dumb Film Fan 0599, and we will see you all later. Peace.